Well, hello and welcome to the channel. It is, if you're a regular watcher, which I've got a few, it's been a while since I've filmed. I think about at least a month. At least a month. The last time I was filming was when we still had snow and ice on, I believe, the last time. So, as the title says, big change is coming and early retirement, maybe. Well, I'm definitely taking, I'm not retiring, but I am taking early Social Security. And I'll explain why here in just a minute. And there's also some, as the title says, big changes coming. We have big things that are getting ready to happen here, life-changing things. And we'll get into that. Maybe not all of it today, but I just wanted to show you part of the big change. And that is right there in the back of the pickup truck. So let's go take a look at it. Well, it's backwards. Putting in a wood stove in our house for next year. Let me give you a closer look. Well, let me untie it first. It's going to be kind of heavy with the brick in there. May need to take the brick out. Yeah. Well, there's a little closer look at it. Still got to get the fire brick out of it. This is brand new Master Force. I don't know what that is. The stove looks like a really good stove. It's actually a little bit bigger for square footage that we need, but with the walls in the house and everything, it'd probably end up being good. So my wife found this on the marketplace thing, and it was local, fairly local, and we got it for a really good price. And it's brand new, as you can tell. So there's the stickers on it, the fire brick. Let's see if I can get the door open. Yeah. Well, you can't really see what's going on with it. There's a fire brick. It's still in the cardboard boxes. Got all the paperwork with it. On an install, I mean, we can pay somebody to put it in, or it gives you detailed specifications on how to install this safely. I already had a pretty good idea, but it's good to have all that info with us. And it's made for mobile home safe, I guess you could say. Also, so the reason we're getting the wood stove, you know, we've been here since 2021, and when we moved in, there wasn't a furnace at all in here. Well, there was a electric blower furnace, and that was it. So the quickest thing to do and the most economical at the time, as far as installation, was a heat pump system. Heat and central air. Well, it works fine until it gets really cold out, and then the heat goes over to emergency heat, and it doesn't heat very well. It'll keep cycling. It won't cycle. It'll just keep running. So we've been, for the past couple years now, we started out using kerosene to supplement, to help our thermostat make the unit cycle so it didn't just run all the time. And then we went over to propane gas heater we've had. It works great. And we just use it on low because we don't want it to heat the whole house. We just wanted it to help our thermostat cycle the unit normally instead of it just running 24/7. And it worked. But, you know, even on low, a tank, it's a, what is it, a 18 or 20 gallon? It's 18 gallon, I think. Kind of like the same size you use for a gas grill. And it would run for about 2.5 days, which is pretty good. But, you know, money-wise, you keep spending more money on that. But we did what we had to do to keep everything comfortable in the house. So we went back and forth. We knew we was going to have to do something different. So we went back and forth on either getting a propane tank and putting in a whole new system, or putting in a wall unit gas to go along with the other one. And then the other option was the one we're going with, which is a wood stove. The main reason we're going with a wood stove is right here. You look up on those hills, and that's just one of them. We've had some trees cut down. A lot of them further up, they were either cut down when we bulldozer made the guy doing our tree falling made a path to bring the trees down, or they were already here when we moved in. So yeah, some of them will be rotten, and we still need to cut them up anyway. But a lot of that stuff up there you see, which is also, well, you can't see it now, it's starting to become spring, which is good. But we have got down trees everywhere. I've actually got one real big one right there. See, it is right there. I guess you can see it. That we can use for firewood. I've already got some piled up down the way here, where if we ever started making our own firewood or selling firewood, that we would have some already done. So we've got until, I'd like to have it done by September, the installation and everything. So, which it'll become more feasible because, as I mentioned in the title, I think I put it in the title, not sure. I'm going to semi-retire, and my last day on my day job is going to be Friday the 20th, which by the time this video comes out, this video is going to come out before then, probably a few days before then. But by the time, hopefully by the time you get this, I'll be semi-retired. So what I'm going to do is I just turned 62 in January, and Robin's hobby is becoming a pretty good small business. Now that's where she's at right now. She's making some trips to get some product to some customers, and we'll have more on all that coming later. We got a lot coming up, man. We got a lot going on. But the biggest thing is, that's going to be my life change. I'm going to go from doing my day job, which I've been doing for almost 45 years. I'm burnt out on it. And I decided a few years ago, well, I think April will be 4 years. I believe 4 years. What happened was that really cemented my decision was I had one of my brothers who was, in all accounts, in good health. He just all of a sudden passed away, and he was 2 months from retirement age, full retirement age, if he wanted to. I'm not sure. I don't know if he was going to fully retire, but he could get full benefits from Social Security, and he passed away. Never got a dime. And I decided right then that I was going to try to do what I could do to be able to take that early Social Security. And as I mentioned, I'm stressing that I'm not fully retired. I'm still going to be working. I'm going to, if I stayed at my day job, I would very quickly get into a penalty stage. You know, you can keep making money after you take your early retirement. You just have a limit. After that limit is you have to pay $1 back for every $2 you make. So in other words, your check will start going down even further. So I don't know yet if I'm going to get into this video about it, but I will get into it. I'm not saying this is what everybody should do. You have to be prepared for it, and by that I mean I don't believe you could do this with any, depending on what you would get back, I guess, on your check every month. But I'm making sure that you know, our house is paid off. We were blessed to be able to pay that off about 5 years ago. I don't know if it's quite 5 years ago. It might have been 4 years ago. And I've paid off through my retirement, some of my retirement. I paid off some debt bills. So it's very important, I think, to not have credit debt to be able to do this. If it wasn't for that, if we still had a house payment, we still had credit bills, no, I would not be able to do what I'm getting ready to do. So, if so, I would have done it a long time ago. But, so we're still going to be working. As I said, Robin, she's been retired for 3 years now, or semi-retired. And this little thing of hers has turned into a business. So I'm going to be concentrating on helping her grow that even more. And then I'm going to be doing some things of my own. But we are going to be fine. So the big step for right now is the wood stove. My plan is to turn the truck around, back it in, bring my tractor, because I don't have any forks right now for my tractor. I will be getting some though. But so what I'm going to do is turn the truck around and back it up and right about here. Have the tailgate right about here, and I'm going to bring the tractor in, take it off, and put it in the yard. We're not installing the stove right now. You know, one of the things you have to do with these brand new stoves is you have to burn off whatever chemicals may be on there from when they built it. So I'm going to be, I don't know about right now, but I'm going to be building a fire in it, the biggest fire I can, and just let it burn off, and that'll be that for now. I'm going to be taking out this fire brick to hopefully make it a lot lighter to handle, because right now supposedly it's 357 pounds, which is not really that bad, but it's not really that good either. So I'm going to be doing that. I don't know, I was going to be doing that, but I can't find the keys to the truck. So Robin has got the keys somewhere, probably in her jacket that she's wearing right now. So if not, we're in trouble. The next thing we'll be doing, if we can't find them, is getting a set of keys. So I'm going to be messing with this just for a little bit to get it prepared. And then the object this weekend, I got to start cleaning my work van, because I am going to be turning it in. This is Saturday, the 14th, I think. I believe it is Saturday anyway. So by next Saturday, which will be the 21st, I will be without that van right there, and I will be retired, semi-retired, kind of retired, whatever you choose to call it. That's what I will be. So I'm going to get started working on the stove a little bit, then I'm going to do that. and I may give you a little bit more insight on my retirement or my Social Security, early Social Security. So let me get started here. All right, I got the boxes out finally. I'm thinking it's just nothing but the fire brick, but let's open them one up, or open them both up and see here. Yes, we have fire brick. Fire brick. And it is heavy. Hey, got some new salt. There's different sizes, and they should be labeled because there's a diagram that shows the sizes, I guess, on the diagram. But it tells you exactly how to put everything into the stove. Open up the next one just to be sure that it doesn't have anything but the fire brick. I confirmed through Robin on the phone that yes, the keys to the Silverado are in her jacket. So we'll get it unloaded here sometime today. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be, but I'm going to get it unloaded. I wish I had I'm going to get some they're called slip-on forks for my tractor. You just slip them over your loader bucket and tighten them down. Would be perfect for this right now. But I will get it into the loader bucket and get it put over here to its temporary home until we get it into the house this summer sometime, hopefully towards the end of the summer. But that's going to be great for us. Again, with the stove, well, we'll see once we get it burning in the house. I am sure this stove is made to heat up to 2,500 square feet, and our trailer, just the overall, is 980 square feet. So we've got more than enough square footage, which so we will just build. We'll start out experimenting. We'll probably start out with small fires, and when we get it get it going and see how that works out for us. It's nice to know though that if you have a power outage during the winter, like we have not. The only power outage we've had here was in the summer when, if you remember a few years ago, when that hurricane Helene, I think is what its name was, all of the a bunch of rain and wind came here and knocked power out, and we were out of power for probably, I want to say 24 hours. I might be wrong on that, but I think it was around 24 hours. But we didn't need the heat. Now, of course, and it was at the time of the year. It may not have been. It may have been in the spring. Whenever it was that storm hit, I think it was in the spring, because we just opened up our windows and we had a camp stove to cook on. We were fine. Now, if if we needed to, we could have grilled outside, except for the bad weather. But it'd be nice to have this option in the wintertime if the power completely goes out. That's your main thing, is your heat and keeping your water from freezing. So if we were to build a big fire, the maximum fire in this, I'd say it would be just fine if I run you out of the house. So, and it's going to be right in here in the living room. So it's going to work out really good, especially for the price. Now we still have to get our stove kit and all that and build some kind of hearth, and then we have to reinforce the walls and everything for the heat. But it tells you specifically measurements and everything on how to do that. So it's really good detail. So we'll be getting into more of that later on. So I'm going to go ahead and start messing with my truck, get some of my personal stuff out of here. Some of it I still have to work 4 more days, whatever, something like that. Technically 5 more days. So I'm going to mess with that this weekend slowly, and we will check back with you in a minute. All right, now the plan is to bring the tractor right up to the bed, hopefully get my loader bucket right about here, work the stove into here, strap it down, lower it down. Probably not even going to back it up anymore. I'm just going to probably just set it down right here. Be the best spot. Maybe bring it back a little bit away from the house. crank it straight up or straight out and just set it down on the ground.
Okay.
And that's where it's going to stay until we put it in the house.
Okay.
Well, while I got you out here, I'll show you the idea I've got so far. I'm thinking about taking this post up. You know, it's just nailed right there.
Mm-hmm.
Taking this board off and just set it right down right here.
Okay.
Take it straight in the door. Instead of trying to mess with the steps and all that.
Yeah, you can do that.
And just replace that, you know, or put it back or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what's on the deck anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all gonna be gone off of there.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully this is going to work all right. Yeah, this right here is the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise it up just a touch to get it off this.
Yeah.
And then back it up.
Are you gonna lean it back towards you a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a hair more. Go back now. Just a little bit more next door. Perfect. That's it.
I mean, that's not a good thing having that option. Yeah. Those straps are handy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you something while you're out here too. I haven't looked in the book yet. You gotta get down and look at it though, but there's a piece of like white insulation and stuff, and two pieces of styrofoam up here across these bars. I don't know what they're for, but they're gonna have to come out.
Yeah, they'll have to come
This
out.
looks like some kind of insulation. So I don't know if it goes down below the.
Oh, it might be between. Well, now I haven't looked at it. It might be between the.
But it comes in that.
Oh no, that's your.
It's got to come out so the smoke comes on.
Well, you might have to do a hole here.
It's got to come out. No, there's two pieces.
That ain't like fire
Look from down
insulation.
here, you can see that's some kind of insulation, but I don't know where it doesn't go up there. But if you look under here, you can see two pieces of styrofoam. I was going to look at it a while ago.
Well,
When the time comes, I'll build a fire in this and let it burn.
yeah.
There's one of these there's a piece of steel that goes on that air vent down there. You
Yeah.
can see it in the picture if you. Anywho. Thank you.
You're welcome. I like to look at pictures.
It's a whole lot lighter without the brick in it.
Yeah.
That's what them boxes are, fire brick.
Yeah.
Well, stuck. Slide around. All right, that'll take care of that for now. That'll sit there till probably about a week or so. I'll start working on it. I got some other stuff priority now before my last day of work. Hey everyone, this is the next day. It's Sunday evening. 6 o'clock high. It's right at 6 o'clock. I didn't get a whole lot done today. It's hard on church day to get much done because we're driving an hour and a half to go back to the church we were at when we lived at our other house, and then coming back. So we leave the house about 9:30 in the morning, and we stop and get something to eat after church. We usually get home between 2:30 and 3:30, something like that. So anyway, I could have got something done, but I ended up going down and helping Robin. Misty's here, and daughter Misty's here, and they're getting ready to do a bunch of concrete geese, and I went down there and helped them a little bit, cutting some rebar. And I've been editing the video that you all have been watching, and I noticed the ending just stopped because I planned on continuing with my truck, which I started to do that yesterday. Then I noticed I don't have anywhere to put my tools except on the porch. So I don't want to just unload a bunch of tools on the porch. I will if I have to, but this week I'm going to try to plan better and maybe try to get them somewhere down in the building, but there's not any room down there right now. So that's some other things we're working on for the future coming up. But I just wanted to take a minute to let you know that we do have a lot coming. The wood stuff I've been showing you, other than going ahead and burning a fire in it and getting it seasoned, I guess, to be put inside. That project, I will work on it a little bit, but I'm not planning on having it done and installed until probably September. If I get it done before then, it's fine, because I still have to finish the shower, which is real close to being done, and I have a shelter that we need built real bad. So when I get all that done, I may end up working on all three at one time. I don't know, because once I get retired, semi-retired, I still don't know what to call it. I'm going to have every day to do stuff. I'm going to be working with Robin most of the time, because that is still, it's not a necessity income, but it is income, and we're still going to be doing that. You know, we're still going to be, me and Robin can plan on doing something and working until we can't anymore, or you know, mid-70s, something like that. Start slowing down, maybe. We're still in our early to mid-60s right now. So, but we will get stuff done. But I've got those three things I just mentioned to you. We're going to be our trailer. We're not doing this. A buddy of ours is going to do it for us. But we're going to get our trailer leveled up. It's never been leveled. We had it done once, but it's not quite enough. He's going to do it the right way, and it's going to get leveled up. It's out. It's not really bad out, but it's out of level. Once we do that, we're wanting to redo the outside of the trailer. We want to put a different roof on it. Now, all these projects, I'm not talking about getting them done right now, but this is just stuff we're going to be doing. New stuff. I got normal stuff, like I'm getting ready to get some gravel for the driveway. That stuff, we've done that. So I got to get firewood cut for the stove. I got projects. I'm going to be busy every day. I'm going to be as busy as I was, or even busier than I was in my day job that I'm getting ready to stop doing. But the good thing is I can take a break or drink a cup of coffee or a cold glass of water or iced tea, something like that, whenever I feel like it. As long as my wife says I can. All right. Well, that'll about wrap it up for this week. And we got a whole lot going on, as I was saying, and a whole lot coming up. We'll be explaining that more detailed on the next video. So we thank you for watching, and hope you come back again next time. Well, have a great week, and God bless.